Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and I have not done a Pan That Palette update in what seems like forever. I think the last one I did was back in August, so it is definitely time to give you guys an update, and it's almost the end of the year, so I'm going to go ahead and call this my Pan That Palette finale for 2016. Now, if you remember, I was working on the MAC Amber x9 palette, and back in August, I was very, very close to finishing it, and I'm happy to say that I ended up finishing it, I think, midway through September, and I actually did film an update at some point before we moved, and I have no idea where it went. Maybe I accidentally deleted it, I don't know, but I've looked on all of my SD cards and I can't find it. So we're just gonna go ahead and call this the finale. So I will show you what my palette looks like as of September. Again, that's when I finished this, but here it is. I am so happy that I was able to finish this. That's what it looks like. And I know this isn't a huge palette or anything, but it still feels really good to be able to finish off 9 complete eyeshadows all within the same palette in 1 year, or less than 1 year. It really took me just a little over 9 months to finish this. And this was basically brand new when I first started in January. I had maybe used it 2 or 3 times before that, so not much at all. I'm definitely not going to repurchase this. I would not repurchase any of the MAC x9 palettes. I've heard, so I've only used a couple different of the full-size MAC shadows, that in general these ones are not as good as the full-size MAC shadows, so it was fun to try. This was my first dip, I guess you could say, into MAC eyeshadows, but I would not be interested in purchasing any more of these. The regular MAC shadows that I do have are fine, but I'm very, very happy that I was able to finish this off. So yeah, so there's that one. And then, as you might also recall, I was also working on some shades out of my Urban Decay Naked 3. I have really not touched those since we moved, or since we purchased our house in September. So they look pretty much the same as the last time that you've seen them, but I will go ahead and show you. I was working on these 4 right here, and I did use these a little bit today, but really I have not made much progress on these at all. But that is what they currently look like. I definitely wish I would have made a little bit more progress on this palette. Had I continued to work on it, I definitely would have been able to finish this shade and maybe even this shade as well. And I know I had wanted to hit the sides on this one. This one is a very, very densely packed shadow, but you know, over the course of the last 3 months, had I been working on it, I'm sure I could have hit that goal. But I'm just going to continue to work on this, probably not as much as I was, just because I have been enjoying all of my different eyeshadow palettes. I've just kind of been pulling them out at random and then just playing with them, which has been really fun. I have enjoyed that over the last couple of months. And then just with being pregnant and just feeling really, really sick most of the time, I just haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup in general since the middle of September. But so that is basically everything for this video. Well, for the 2016 Pan That Palette, I should say. And I did want to do a quick little update on what I plan on doing in 2017. As I mentioned, I am pregnant. I am due to give birth in May. I probably actually am going to give birth in April, but who knows? But I do want to do another Pan That Palette. I really enjoyed that this year, so I'm thinking that I'm going to do another small palette. So watch out for an intro video coming up soon on my channel. I might actually film it right after this one, but I won't upload it until closer to the end of the year. But because I am pregnant, I'm going to be giving birth, you know, within the first half of the year at some point. I don't know that I'll be able to stick to it as well as I stuck with it this year, but I'd still like to try and maybe clear out 1 or 2 eyeshadows from an eyeshadow palette or something. I don't know, we'll just kind of have to play it by ear, but again, I will have an intro video coming up shortly, so keep an eye out for that. And congratulations to everybody that has worked on a Pan That Palette this year. Whether you finished or not, it doesn't really matter, right? It's just, you know, about using your eyeshadows and getting some good use out of them. So hopefully everyone is happy with their progress. I know I am. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. We can also connect on Instagram. I will have my link listed down there somewhere. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!